Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Systems Rescue Power Hour. I am so glad that you're here. Today, we're talking about lead nurture automation that keeps leads warm. And this one is so important because a lot of business owners are actually getting leads, but then those leads go cold because nobody is staying in touch with them consistently. So it's a constant churn of new leads, new leads, new leads all the time. And there's just literally money going out the door on the back end. And that is so painful. It means you've already done the hard work of getting someone interested, but the follow-up is not strong enough to carry them forward into your process through your pipeline. So today, let's talk about how to fix that in a simple, kind, practical way. No shame, no pressure, just a better system. All right, why does nurture matter? So lead nurture is the process of building trust after someone raises their hand to show interest in your business, your service, your product. It's the bridge between I'm interested and I'm ready. Here's my wallet open, right? That's where lead nurture fits right in the middle there. And for many businesses, that bridge is exactly where things fall apart. Maybe the follow up only happens once or twice, and then you feel like they're not interested. Maybe communication is inconsistent because you're busy doing 9 different things at the same time. Or the only time someone hears from you is when you remember to reach out manually. If that sounds familiar, you are in the right place. So that makes it easy for people to drift away, all those things. And they can all be happening or any one of them be happening in your company. So when that happens, the business owner often feels frustrated because they know the lead was there. They just didn't convert. And that leads to not just frustration, but feelings of doubt of yourself. Maybe I don't have a great product. Maybe people don't want my product. Maybe I'm a bad business person. None of that is true. Okay? We're going to solve that today. That does not always mean that the lead was not interested either. Sometimes it just means that the nurture system was not strong enough. All right, so here we go. Step one, understand what nurture is supposed to do. Decide what you want your nurture to accomplish. So before you build anything, ask yourself these questions. What does this lead need to hear? What do they need to understand? What do they need to trust? So remember, a lot of your leads are coming around, looking you, kicking the tires, checking you out, and they have trust issues already before they ever meet you because they've dealt with other people and been burned in the past. And then lastly, what would help them feel safe moving forward, especially if you can put yourself in their shoes and you know what would help you or did help you in the past feel safe, you can emulate that. So lead nurture is not about pressure. It's about relevance, reassurance, and helpful communication. The goal is to stay present without being pushy. I mean, that sounds great to me. I think everyone here would raise their hand and say, yes, I want to stay present, stay top of mind for my client, but not be pushy or annoying. You definitely don't want to be on that side of it. Step two, set up an automatic welcome sequence. Create an immediate welcome sequence, a reach out, an email, or a text, or both, as soon as they click the button and give you their information. And I mean instantly if you can make it happen, not 5 minutes later, not an hour later. Because in the world we live in now, it's an instant gratification world. If I click a button and I give my information or I do something with a business and I don't see instantly that it worked or they got what I gave them, then I start to doubt, oh, wait, what's going on? What happened? So really instant is the key. And then they know, okay, I can put that out of my mind. This person's going to take care of whatever it is. I'm going to get the thing I asked for or whatever, and then they can move on with their world. Whereas if they don't see something instantly, they start to doubt, uh-oh, did I do something wrong? Is this working or not working? So this is the first and most important part of nurture, that instant recognition and welcome from them clicking your button. So when someone opts in or signs up or shows interest, they should receive a helpful first message right away. So here are some really important things that this message can and should do. I suggest including all of them in this message. First, thank them. Thank them for their interest. Thank them for taking that step and investing in themselves in a way that's going to involve you in your business. Set expectations. Tell them, I'm going to send you 3 more emails with this information in them in the next 3 days, or whatever it is you're going to do. Tell them, then you're going to receive tips and tricks from me every week on Wednesday at 10 o'clock, if you can be that specific. But at least weekly, you'll receive weekly emails. Whatever it is that you're going to do in the future for them and with them, tell them in this welcome email. Give them the resource that they asked for. Even if you let them download it immediately, if you wanted to do it that way, deliver it again in the welcome email, because people lose things and they don't know where to find it after they download it. And remind them what happens next in the process. So they download something, you send the welcome email, give it to them again both times, and then you tell them what's next. Next, what you want to do is follow us on Facebook or book your 10 to 15-minute call, or whatever it is that's next. You want to just let them know that's the next thing to do, because people need for you to tell them what to do next. Otherwise, they're just, they feel like they're just floating out there, and then they're looking still for the solution, and they'll look to someone else. So you need to tell them what to do next. A strong welcome sequence makes the lead feel seen. Like I was saying before, if I click on something and then nothing happens, I don't feel seen. I start to wonder, did I do it right? Is this working? What's happening? And so when people feel seen, they are more likely to keep paying attention. And that's what we want. We want their attention. All right. Step 3, add value before you ask for anything. So use nurture to give value first. This is where a lot of systems get too transactional too quickly. You want to buy something of mine, whatever it is, you jump right into that sale. And we get excited when we get a lead. We want to share all the great things that we have with them, but we don't want to do it too soon. If every message is just book now or buy now, people can feel rushed. Instead, nurture should include helpful content like a quick tip, something they can implement right away, a common mistake to avoid, a simple success story, not a giant book, but a paragraph, a helpful reminder, or a small next step they can take on their own. Those are all really great things to include, one in each email, not all of them in each email, one of them, so you can rotate between them in your nurture sequence. This keeps your lead warm by building trust, and it clearly demonstrates your skill and knowledge in your area of expertise. People usually move forward faster when they feel understood, not pressured. Okay, we're going to say that again. People move forward when they feel understood and not pressured. Step 4, keep the messaging consistent. Make the communication regular and reliable. One message is not nurture. Nurture works because the relationship continues and it builds over time. That means you want a sequence or a system that stays in touch over time. So time is the key in a nurture sequence. Time and being relevant and being helpful. not in an annoying way, but in a steady and reliable way. So you might send first your welcome message. For sure, you're going to send that. A follow up a day later, a value based email, a reminder of the problem that you solve, and a gentle invitation to take the next step. Again, these are all separate emails, not all in the same email, and they're a day or two or three apart. It the timing of these depends on the sales cycle that you're in. If it's something that people can make a very quick decision, it's not a life-changing event. They can, let's say, for example, I'm on a quest to get the phone holder for my car, one that actually works because they literally fall off into my lap while I'm driving sometimes. So that is a very simple, quick decision. If you convince me and you nurture me, and I believe that yours is really going to work compared to all the other ones I've tried, it's a very quick sales cycle. However, buying a house or let's say buying a CRM system, which is what I help people with, that's a much longer sales cycle. It's a life-changing event and it causes a lot of commotion and it is therefore a very deep decision that has to be made by many people in your family and many many stakeholders are involved in it. So that's a much longer sales cycle. So these emails are going to help you demonstrate that you are the solution to that problem that they are having. So consistency matters because trust grows through repetition. Them seeing you places, talking to you, having meetings with you, seeing these emails with you over and over, that's repetition and that's where trust grows. Step 5, segment your list when needed. Separate different types of leads. Not every lead needs the same message. A brand new lead may need education. A warm lead may need reassurance. So let's say someone who is referred to you, even though they're brand new, they're warmer because they have that connection with someone that they trust. An old lead may need a re-engagement message. We have a whole separate re-engagement campaign, email campaign that we use for that. A referral may need a different tone entirely because, like I said, they're already semi-warm. If you send everyone the exact same nurture messages, some people will connect with it, but others won't. And then again, you run the risk of being marked as spam if you are not connecting with them. Plus, they're not going to engage, which is going to hurt your inbox delivery score. So, segmenting helps your nurture feel more personal and more relevant. Step 6, include gentle calls to action. Invite, don't push. Invite, don't push. Nurture should gently guide people forward. That means your message should include simple calls to action like reply if you have a question, book a call if you're ready, download the resource, watch the next training, or learn more about how this works. Very low key. It's still a call to action. They don't feel pushed. It's a lot of if you're ready, whenever this works for you, that kind of wording. So the goal is not to force a decision. The goal is to make the next step easy to see for them so they know how to move forward at their own pace. All right. Step 7, track engagement. Pay attention to how people respond. So you want to notice things like who is opening the emails. Remember, if you have them segmented, you can even say this group opens, this email and this group doesn't, that kind of thing. Who's clicking on links in your email? Who's replying? Boy, a reply, that is the highest level of compliment. And all the email providers, Google, Yahoo, Microsoft, and Apple, they consider that the gold standard. If people are replying to your emails, that is the highest form of engagement. Who is booking appointments and who's going quiet? So pay attention to all those things. You get reports inside your CRM. You don't have to track it manually. Your CRM will run reports for you and give you all that information. So this helps you understand whether your nurture is actually keeping leads warm. All those things I just mentioned. If people are engaging, that is a good sign. If they're dropping off, you may need to adjust the timing or the message or the offer. So you got to look at all those things in conjunction with the data that you're getting. All right. Step 8, keep the tone human. This is so very important. Make sure it still feels personal. Automation is powerful, no doubt, but the tone of the message still matters. It matters so much. Your nurture should feel helpful and kind and supportive and easy for them to receive. It should feel like that email is written specifically for that person who's reading it. And it should not feel to them like it's a mass email, even though you have sent it to more than one person. People can tell when they're being treated like a number. So even when it's automated, it should still sound like a human being with care behind it. So if your leads have been going cold, I want you to know that this is absolutely something you can fix. Start with the basics. Here we go. We're going to review. Define the purpose of your nurture. Create a welcome sequence. Give value before asking. Stay consistent. Segment your list whenever you can. Invite gently, never push. Track your engagement, watch your data, and keep the tone human always. That is how you keep leads warm without wearing yourself out. Thank you again for being here today. You do not need a complicated system to do this well. You just need a thoughtful one. And little by little, we're building that together. All right, so that is the training for today. And we have some questions from some audience members. And I know that one of them is coming from Susan Winter. It looks like she did have to step away for a quick second. So, and by the way, a couple things. If you are watching the replay on this, then you can register for these live events every Thursday right here with this QR code. And then you're going to receive a reminder so you don't forget to join. And there's only two, one on Wednesday the day before and one on Thursday 1 hour before we start, just so you can keep it top of mind and you don't miss any of the great training that's coming up for you. Also, I'm going to put the link in the chat for the replays. All the replays are on my YouTube channel. I'm going to share my screen and show you what that looks like. When you click on that link, what it's going to look like for you. Oh, well, first I have to share, sorry. There we go. So this is where you're going to land when you go to my YouTube channel and you click playlists right here. You click playlists, and then each of these boxes is a different playlist. This very first one is the Systems Rescue Power Hour playlist right here. And the nice thing about a playlist is, well, the very first one will start playing, but then if you let it go and you let it stay, then each episode will play in succession after that. We have 5 up here now, and today is the 6th one. So we're just going to keep adding to this playlist every week, and you'll be able to watch all of the replays at your convenience. So I'm going to stop the share now. And okay, so Susan's not back yet, but I know what her question is. She emailed it to me already. So she's wanting to know about an affiliate system. She uses Go High Level, and she wants to be able to, here's what an affiliate system does. When people refer business to you, then they you can treat them like an affiliate, someone who has a formal financial relationship with you when they refer business to you. And you can do this for anything that they refer, or it can be a very specific program of yours. When they refer someone into this specific program, then they get a spiff or they get a percentage of the money that someone spent, or however you have it set up. So, this is a wonderful way for you to get new clients and new revenue. And it's a great way. Hi, Susan. So, and it's an excellent way for that person to feel great about referring a very, very good product that they use already and telling their friends about it, improving their lives, and they have a financial benefit for it. So, Go High Level does have a whole module that deals with the affiliate program, and you can set it up how you want to. A lot of decisions to be made in there, and David is going to tell us how that works.
Yeah, thank you, Rita. So in the what they call the affiliate manager, which in Go High Level you'll find in the marketing module, there's going to be several sections that you can fill out. You have a general settings just for your affiliate manager, so you can set specific settings in there. I'm not going to go through all of them in detail, but it also has a dedicated media setting. So any media that you're having related to your affiliate program and what you're wanting to put out is there as
David,
well.
do
Yeah.
you want to share your screen?
Yeah, I can do that.
Oh, yes, thank you.
All right, just let me know once you can see the screen.
It's coming now. It's up there.
Okay, perfect. So again, in your affiliate manager, you're gonna have your settings where you'll be able to set your default campaign settings. Then you'll have settings for your affiliate portal. So if there's certain things you need to ask them for, like a lot of times you might need to collect a W-9. So there's a setting for that. Of course,
Right.
very common as well is to require them to set up a payout method, so obviously they can get paid, and then to be able to configure payout methods. And there's also, and Rita, do you have something to say on this page real quick?
Well, I was just going to very quickly, since you did mention W-9, a W-9 is a document that the person you're paying, they fill it out. So then at the end of the tax year, you can report to the IRS the money that you paid them, and it's a complete IRS closed loop, and it works very well. And you need to ask people for it because they're not just going to know to give it to you.
And of course, you have the ability to customize your affiliate manager. So if you want to change labels and call them something else, you have that ability to do so. And for those who are familiar with Go High Level, you'll notice here the media section looks very similar to the main media manager within Go High Level. And I'm going to skip back up here to the top. So when you come to your affiliate manager, you'll have your dashboard. So it's going to show you everything you need to know about what's going on with your affiliates. You'll be able to specify a particular campaign if you got them set up. I currently don't use it, so I don't have anything specific. But then you'll be able to come, create your campaigns, and you can specify, where they should go for your affiliate. Obviously, then you'll be able to set the commission, as Rita was mentioning earlier, and then be able to assign the affiliate. And then obviously don't forget to rename your campaign up here so it's something meaningful.
Right. And with the commission, you can pay a specific dollar amount. Let's say every time let's say Susan is my affiliate. She's sending people to me to be members of my Automation Nation. And every time she sends me somebody, she gets $50. Or I can set it up where in my other program, my private sessions, if someone she sends me buys a private sessions, then she could get 10% of all the money they spend with me. So there's infinite ways that you can set it up.
And then, of course, you'll be able to kind of track information on your affiliates and the related campaign they came from running through. And then, of course, you'll be able to see all the pending payouts, what's been approved, paid, or denied. So you'll have all that information here to track. And then, of course, if you're ever stuck on anything, you always have the help docs from Go High Level, as they have typically some great documentation, as well as you can always reach out to Rita or myself for any help within the CRM as well.
And before we close the screen, Susan, did you have any questions that he didn't answer yet?
Yes, I do. That part I
Okay.
got. Now, here comes my challenges. So, and maybe I can share my screen, or maybe you can set up somebody fictitiously. But what I need to know is I was able to put somebody in there as an affiliate, and then I got in trouble when I got to the campaign part. So,
Yeah, it's
how
okay with
do
me
I
if you
create
share your
multiple
screen.
campaigns? Is the question. Go ahead, Rita. What?
It's okay if you share your screen. I think that'll be the most helpful.
Okay, hold on just a second.
And it looks like Kim may have a comment she'd like to share as well.
Right.
No, Kim?
So you'll go into your marketing module for the affiliates.
Yeah, I do have, but I'll let you go ahead and do what you're doing first.
Okay, great. You'll be next.
Okay, so back in February, I played and because I didn't know what I was doing, and I got and it became called Campaign Create One, which is really my funnel for networking with a twist.
Okay.
And when I try to change the name up here, there's no place or no way to save it that I
Well,
can
and,
hit
there, and
save.
add.
there's actually a campaign name box right there where I
There,
think you actually need
okay,
to change it.
okay. And still, then what?
Hit tab or enter. Hit tab or something.
So I think what you need to do, because you're on campaign details, but then there's the set commission tab and then the assigned affiliate. So you may have to go through those before it fully saves the campaign.
Ah, okay.
Before it changes the name, you mean?
Right, because again, I've not personally used the affiliate manager here, but knowing how Go High Level does a lot of things, when seeing that there's tabbed sections at the top. So if you scroll back up just a bit here, you see where right now you're highlighted under campaign details. And well, actually, you can see now that it did take your name change, because if you
Well,
look at the very top, it does have that there already.
right, but if I go out and come back in, I don't think it's, see, if I go out, I don't think it's gonna be there. Still Campaign Create One,
Okay, because it
even
didn't
when
let
I
you save it.
refresh. Right.
Hey, when Nancy gave this to you, did she gave you all permissions for everything, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that makes sense. Sometimes
Yeah.
it could be a permissions issue, but not with you.
But go
Yeah,
ahead
it
and
let me do the campaign, but it didn't let me change the name. So let's say that I can go with that name, but now I want to make another one because that's the next thing I tried to do. So I would go here, right?
well, you're already on campaign, so you can just hit the blue add button on the right.
We might be. Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Website. Okay. So it was 24 boost webinar.
There you go.
24 boost webinar. It's a website. So
Well, is that website you want to use currently published?
Yeah, I have to pick a different one because I don't have it built here yet. Let's call it instead. And that's a website.
Now, are these websites you built within Go High Level, or are they external?
I'm gonna do one that's in here right now. Otherwise, I had another one that was external.
Well, the reason I ask, because if it's not showing in the list, it's indicating it's not available to be used here yet.
Okay, so it's this one. I think it's called whatever. I can come back in and change this, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
Women's Inner Circle. So that's a page on the other website? Yeah,
I suppose no, supposedly it's in here. I just can't remember how it's named because we played
I
around
got
with
it. Got it.
it. Yeah, it's not Wix. I don't want that one. Let's try home. Let's try. We'll do star. No. Do this one.
So within your affiliate setup, program setup, you'll have a lot of options just like this, and you may need to click around a few times. And like he was saying too, the help articles are amazing, and so a lot of times you can. Oh, hi, Rebecca. Great. You can find on YouTube lots of great training. Go High Level also has training on YouTube, plus a lot of influencers are on there teaching as well.
Right. I was hoping to get live training today. So,
Yes.
okay. So I did that. I did the website. I have a name.
And then the
Okay.
next thing you'll need to have is a commission eligible product to add to this.
What if I don't? But I really want to track anyway, even though there's not a product attached with money to it yet.
Oh yeah, you have to build a product first
Yeah,
in
because
Go High
it's the way
Level.
the platform works.
So a product with no money?
It could be a $0 product, I'm sure.
Mhm.
Because I know you can create $0 products. It's just obviously you're just wanting to know who's really referring is not as much as paying out commission.
On certain ones, yeah. Because I do a lot of leads that like a webinar I'll do for free.
Mhm.
And then once they come in and they buy a membership or they sign up for a workshop or whatever, paying product, then they would get paid.
The affiliate would get paid on that.
But
Yeah.
in the meantime, I can track the leads coming in. Right.
Yeah. And if you like this level of more personalized training, then
Mhm.
you may like the Automation Nation, because this is what we do in our office hours. We get to share screen, we get to really dig in and give people more attention than typically they can get on a live stream like this. And so that Automation Nation is something that you can join it. We have it every month. I do weekly office hours, and this is exactly the kind of help that you can get in Automation Nation. So I like that
Perfect.
we're demonstrating that today.
Yeah,
All right, me too.
and one final question I'll ask here, because just to be sure we're all on the same page. So with what you're trying to do in this particular example, you're just literally wanting to track leads coming into a webinar, or do you want them to get registered as an affiliate should they end up referring other people to other webinars?
I want the people to just register, but I have affiliates that I want to track if they send somebody. So I want to make sure that I have an affiliate link for them
Okay.
to use for
Okay.
the webinar.
Okay, just want to be sure, because just your standard registrations would not require the affiliate piece here, but for those people who want to be an affiliate with you, then yes.
Right.
So I just want to
Okay.
make sure we understand the distinction for everyone that's here, that if you're just trying to do just straight registration, there's other mechanisms within the platform to handle that.
Yes.
Okay.
And so we're going to move on to Kim's
We're
question.
good. Yeah.
But before we do, my logic would say that, David, we set up this campaign that says this is what's going to happen when this happens. And then we would add, let's say we have 4 or 5 affiliates that are going to be sending us leads, people for this program. they would all be then attached to this campaign, right?
Yes.
Hmm.
Okay, and you don't
Okay,
know
good.
why ad product is grayed out for here or anything, right?
Because you don't have, you didn't
Yeah,
build
more
the
than likely
product
because
yet.
you have not built any products in here yet.
Well, I do have products, but not
Not
within,
this product.
yeah, I do
Well,
have a
but
product.
see, but this is looking for commit. If you see the search box here next to the left of it, says it's looking for commission eligible products. So you may have to mark the particular product as commission eligible.
I'll go this way first, you think?
No, you
Still won't
actually have
go
to go
anywhere,
edit the
but
product first before you
Yeah.
can proceed from here.
Yeah.
okay,
So
thank you.
very important. If you're thinking about an affiliate program in your Go High Level account, then start with the product and make sure it's commissionable before you try to build your campaign. So good reminder there.
All
Yep,
right,
and
thank you very much.
yeah,
I'll
you're welcome.
stop
Well,
sharing.
And again, always double check because there, as Rita said earlier, there is some phenomenal documentation and other people just giving you training on YouTube on specific pieces and walking you through how to do them. So if you ever do get stuck, those are also great resources and places to start.
Perfect. Thank you so much, both of you. I
excellent
appreciate you.
You're
question.
welcome.
Thank you, Susan.
Yeah, I'm so glad to see you here.
Because you reminded me, that's why I'm here. So thank you for that.
And I'm so glad you're here. I love your question. And actually, I didn't even know that Go High Level had an affiliate program. So I am learning new stuff, and I think I would be interested, but I'm not exactly sure how, because Rita, you said like if somebody just referred someone to, like, I don't know, a webinar or something that you're doing, that doesn't necessarily mean that they should get something, or you said I automatically give them $50 or something like that. I don't know. So,
Right. So there's a lot of things to consider for an affiliate program. And most people, when they do run an affiliate program, they have multiple legs of it. It's like an octopus. It has all these different aspects depending on which product someone is referring someone to. So the key is you have a very few people, generally few by comparison of affiliates. Let's say you have 5 or 6 people who are sending you business, then they're sending you hundreds of people. But those hundreds of people aren't really part of the setup, except that they're going to be using the affiliate link that you assign. Each one of these affiliates gets a different link. So when they share their link, then it comes in, it goes to that affiliate, so then they get paid. And this is the beauty of the whole thing is it's automatic. You don't have to track, oh, Bob sent me, this person and Sally sent me that person and I need to calculate. No, it all happens automatically. That's the beauty of the affiliate program.
So I will also add that kind of to the point that was made earlier, if you're just wanting to track who's referring and you're not looking to run a formal affiliate program or do any sort of payout, there is in the system what's called trigger links. And you can create unique links to give to particular people. And so that whenever a link is clicked, who that came from. So you can have an automation that can populate that information on the contact record as well, or whatever you're using to track. And there'd be a few additional things on the back and you want to build to make all that work. But that's another way you can kind of go about this if you're just wanting to track who's referring and not necessarily need to do a full formal affiliate program.
That's been my workaround.
Okay. Yes, good.
That's how I do my
Especially if
workaround
you're
until
not
I
going to
figure out the
pay,
system.
especially if you're not going to pay them money, if you're going to give them some kind of other recognition or you just want to track it.
Right, and I'll just do it manually until I figure out everything about the affiliate program. You know what I mean? But
Yes.
that's how I've gotten around it. So for networking with Swift, I have like, I don't know, 10
Okay.
triggers, let's say,
Okay.
that work. So that way I know where they came from. So I agree with you, David. That
Perfect.
really is a good way to do it.
Okay, so we have a question from Kim.
what we're talking about right now. So, I know that there are a lot of people that are doing the same business that I am. And they usually, when they get started, they'll say, put in the chat who invited you here. So, you know, if you're having these links, you kind of would know. So I think that's also a positive thing. Okay.
Yes.
So my thought was when you were talking about the nurture emails, because you know, I just started doing events with some of my downline, and, you know, I want to make sure that when they get their leads, they're automatically sending them something or inviting them to the next program that we have or something like that. But if it's automated, I think it would be so much easier. The other thing is, you were saying, you know, send something immediately and then send something the next day and the next day. And you know, I don't know how that all works, but I know I almost get irritated
Mhm.
if people send so much stuff immediately, and then I don't want to deal with with that person.
Right. Yep. And it depends on, again, the sales cycle. It depends on the information that you're putting into those emails. I find that if I put more than one important thing in an email, they only do one of them. So I like to split it up, but I tell them in the welcome email, I'm going to send you 3 emails in the next 3 days. And then in the first email, here's this thing I would need for you to do before your appointment. Tomorrow, you're going to receive this other thing. And then I send it tomorrow. Here's the thing that I need for you to do, you know. And then tomorrow, you're going to receive this other thing. Here's the final step in your like you have to communicate with them. And so once that is done, they know, okay, I'm done. I did all the things I need. Then they go into the weekly nurture or whatever. So absolutely, you don't want to bombard them. And 3 days might be more than you need. You might want to wait. You don't want to wait more than 2 days right after a welcome. I still suggest the next day because they, pardon me, they will forget who you are if they go like 3 days and then you send them an email, they'll be going, "What is this? Did I sign up for? Who is this?" Right? So it's a fine line, I guess. All depends on everything. But you want to stay in front of them enough that they remember you, and that here's the thing, they found value in what you offered. That's the only reason they're on your list. So they can get annoyed if you go bonkers with communicating with them. However, they should find value in whatever it is that you're delivering to them in the first few days. I hope that helps. Oh, I can't hear you, but you're not muted.
It's my phone. I'm so
It
sorry.
is your phone. Yeah, it goes in and out.
Okay, so I think I'm done, but thank you.
Okay. Oh, good. So Betty, you have your hand up. Welcome, Betty.
Hello. So I'm one of Kim's downline.
Oh,
And
wonderful. Welcome.
yes, you're welcome. And so this is the first time I'm hearing about this program, and I have no clue as to what's going on. Basically, I'm hearing you. And then you talked about this program, affiliated program. And I wanted to know if this affiliated program is something coming directly from the company, or is this something that you guys put together yourselves?
Oh, that's an excellent question. So, Betty, you are in Kim's downline. And you know what? We actually have a perfect example of an affiliate program because the company that you represent, you are an affiliate of theirs, and they are paying you based on the business that you bring to them. So, it's a giant affiliate program, the company that you work with. So here's a couple things. What we're talking about when we say go high level, it is completely separate from the business that you're in. This is a standalone client relationship management, client database system, and people across the world run their whole business on it. And it is completely independent from the business that you have that where Kim is your upline.
So I understand now. It's like being in any company. I was in a business some time ago, and being a senior regional vice president there. We did have something like that. We didn't call it affiliated program, but
Uh-huh.
people that are interested that wanted to do the business but not be committed to the business,
Yes,
so to speak, and then we would pay them something. Uh,
sure.
from not just sending clients to us, because sending clients don't get you any money, but what they buy is
Ah,
what
very
does.
good. Very good.
So
Yeah, and some people just call it a referral program. It's the same exact thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so where can all this be found to get it going?
Okay,
And I
so
also know
David,
about the tax forms and all of that.
great.
Mhm.
Very good.
So where can it be found?
So what we are talking about today and what I showed was specifically within the Go High Level CRM. So if that's something you're looking to do, you would want to get your own instance of the CRM so you can track your affiliates, your clients and customers, anyone that you want to communicate with. And then you'd also be able to run these nurture sequences and send out the email communications.
So excuse me if I'm a little bit slow or behind right now, but what is CRM?
It's a customer relationship manager or management software.
Manager
Mhm.
software. Okay.
And David
But
is a Go High Level agency, so he can be your go-to person for that software if you are interested in learning more about that.
I am.
Very
David,
good.
what's your last name, David?
it's Levine, and here what I will do is I will drop my digital card in the chat, so you
Okay.
can also grab that and share your information with me.
Okay.
Fantastic. Oh, I love it when we can connect people
Okay.
that
Let's see
can
what
help
we
each
got
other.
here.
Yeah.
David, I don't know if I can drop it to you. I can send you a card.
Well, if you open the link I just put, it's going to send you to a form and it's going to ask you to share your information. And as soon as you do that, I will get your information and you will get my information.
Okay, I see.
And this is built on the CRM platform we're talking about as well.
Okay.
Yeah. It does a lot of things. The nice thing about it is, like someone earlier today I did a care call with a past customer, and he had mentioned that his intern was intimidated by Go High Level because it just had so many bells and whistles, and he didn't realize that we at the agency level we can turn off any of the features that you aren't using. So therefore, you only see that maybe two or three things that you want to use, and you're not having to even look at all the other things it can do.
I see.
Well, and even at the account level itself, you as the admin can go to that particular user and edit the features they have access to as well. So you
Nice.
don't just have to rely on the agency.
Perfect.
And I know Kim has another question, but I wanted to, before we get too far from it, I wanted to make a comment earlier that you were talking about the nurture sequences and maybe provide an illustration. I know this is a little bit different, but I'm hoping it would help. So a lot of times when people get into my database and on my list, it's because they're usually filling out one of my forms. A lot of times it's going to be a booking calendar. And I set up my booking calendar. So just kind of like Rita, where you mentioned sending a welcome email, I send a confirmation email. So that's immediately that first communication they're going to get. And then I have a sequence set up that at 7 days out, they'll get a reminder. At 3 days out, they'll get a reminder, both email. And then starting at 24 hours or 1 day out, they'll get an email and text, an hour out and 10 minutes out, both in email and text. And I've had many people comment that they've appreciated all of that reminders because what I found in the past when I did not have that system, people again would not show up even though it's on the calendar. So it's just like, again, if you're not sending them those emails, you're not going to be top of mind. But part of what I did to tweak my system, because I would always forget to ask people, is I just started putting disclaimers on those forms and automatically enrolling people in to my newsletter list. So therefore, they're also getting that communication so I can continue to nurture. And what I do within my business is I have 2 monthly newsletters that go out, one on the 1st, one on the 15th, and then I have a weekly newsletter that goes out every Tuesday. And so that's currently how I am doing my nurturing.
Okay, so I know Susan has another question about forms and Kim has her hand up. Kim, did you want to add something to this discussion we had with Betty, or is it a new question?
I guess I'm gonna let Susie go.
first because now I just lost my train of thought.
Oh,
But
okay.
I just moved to my computer so you guys can hear me for sure. But
Yes.
the question will come back, I'm sure.
Perfect. Perfect. We have time.
Oh, I know what I was gonna say. Okay, so because you said the link that you put in the chat was created from Go High Level, even though I don't think I'm ready to get started with it, I'm going to click on it because I want to see how it actually works and interacts, and maybe it'll change my mind.
Perfect.
Yeah. So
Perfect.
the link itself that I'm using is a short link, and I'm actually using another tool so I can have a branded link, which is basically masking the actual
Big long,
URL
ugly one.
from Go High Level. Yeah, because I'm
Gotcha.
sending directly to a form that I made look like a page. But just for added clarity there as to what you're seeing.
Yep. Yeah, but you said it's working through Go High Level, so I want to see
Yep.
how it all
Yep.
works. All right.
Perfect.
Okay.
Very good. And Susan, you had a question about forms and something you mentioned earlier.
About forms. So on the form, I wanted to add a single line box so that people could tell us how they heard about us
Okay.
when they register for something. So
Mhm.
when I type that in and try to save it, so I took a single line box and I made
Okay.
it say, how did you hear about us?
Okay.
And then I click save and it comes back and says, error, a custom field already uses this name. Please choose a different name. I don't even know what that means.
Okay. So in your Go High Level, you have custom fields and custom values, and they're used differently throughout your automations. And you must already have a form that asks that exact same question, and
Okay, so
it's
you can't
set
use
up.
multiple forms.
I would suggest you don't, because someone may have heard about you networking with a twist from a specific person, but they may have heard of another program, the Winner's Inner Circle, from a different person or a different method, and you want them to be able to answer. So you might ask this question on your form. Let's say it's Winner's Inner Circle. How did you hear about Winner's Inner Circle? And then they can answer,
Oh,
because
and then it would take it?
then that custom field that's the name of that custom field now. And then whenever you look at the answer, you're going to know what the answer is for.
So it's going to create a custom field, if I understand you correctly.
It's either going to do it by itself or you'll need to do it first, one of the two. But
So
Okay.
I got the screen share going on the custom field, so I'm going to
okay,
show
good.
probably the easiest way to do it so you know exactly where things are going and where to find that information. So basically in Go High Level, I went to the bottom left on the menu where there were settings. I clicked in settings and then I clicked on custom fields. And so I went to sort by folder because I have probably more than you want to look at on my account.
All right.
I have the same.
So, I mean, even to the point where I've got 29 folders in
I
here.
see. I can
to
imagine. I'm not there yet.
Yeah, but actually,
And then they all have multiple fields.
Right.
Yeah.
yeah, so let me just click in this one here. Okay, that's not a good example. Okay, so here's a grouping I made because I was trying to set up at one point, actually some
There you
sort of
go.
referral program. And so in this case, like kind of similar to what you're doing, you want to know how they heard about you. So in this case, it's just referral partner name. So I always make sure that, I'm giving the field some name that makes sense with what we're using it for. And then I like to sort everything in the folders because then when you go look at the contact record, the way you see your fields laid out here, that's how you're going to see them in Go High Level. So now you know how
Okay.
to actually go find them.
Got it. Perfect.
Good. And how do
Perfect.
you have
Perfect
that
answer, David.
sorted?
Thank you.
By the field name? How do you have it sorted, David?
So in here, the way you'll see it is you can drag and drop.
Oh, I
So you can,
see. Oh, you moved them. Okay, good.
yeah, so you can put them in whatever order. So sometimes I was like, oh, let me create a new field. And it's like, oh, well, that field actually needs to sit, up above these fields and move them.
Got
So
it.
that way, the way I organize it here is the way I'll see it on the contact record page.
Beautiful.
And let me just go back real quick and I'll pull one up to show you. And Rita, I'm just going to find you.
Very good. Let's see how many custom fields are on my contact record. Now, we've known each other 3 years or more, maybe 4, probably 3.
Well, yeah, you've been in here since November 23.
Okay, 3 years. Yep, 2.5.
So I'm just gonna collapse these. So again, these are all the folder groupings. And here's the one that I was showing earlier on the back end on the settings. And so you'll see them right here. And so when that information is in, it'll be right here in the same order that you've organized it in settings. Because yes, you can still create them from the form itself, but what will happen is it will create, like here's one I did for testing. So you can see here's one that says form, and then the form, because it was just testing, so I never renamed it because I was testing the signature piece, but then it would kind of show up here, and unless it's all properly labeled, it may not make sense in the long term. So that's why I always like to advise create them in settings first, so you can organize it at that same time, then come add it to the form. And when you build the form, you'll be able to go tell it the custom fields, you'll see a very similar folder structure.
Perfect. Thank you so much. That
And
really is very,
David,
very helpful.
before you get off this screen,
Yes.
just a note for everyone, when he said to show us those same fields again, you went to a different field. Those 4 or 5 fields, when he looks at my contact record, those are empty. So there's no information in them. That's because I didn't fill out a form with those on it. If I had answered those questions, the answers would be in here. So just letting you know, you don't have to go in and fill that out yourself for a client. They fill it out on the form. So that's why it appears empty there. All right, so we are 1 minute from the end of the show, but if anyone has another question, I'm happy to
Betty
stay.
has her hand up.
Oh, Betty, very good. That's good. We can go on as long as you're open. I'm open.
Okay. Let's say that, you got an affiliated person or partner, or whatever you call them. So, when they bring people to you, so is there a time frame for everything? I mean, like you said, I don't have to keep track of it. Evidently it's computerized. I'm not sure. So is there a time frame that perhaps they would expect to get paid right away? What are we? I'm trying to figure it all out. I don't know.
Very good question. And see, that's something else that you establish with them. I have someone that pays me, I'm their affiliate, they pay me quarterly. So
Okay.
all of a sudden, just money appears in my account.
Oh.
It's so seldom that I don't expect it every month or anything like that. So he pays quarterly. I wouldn't think you would pay any less often than that. But
Okay.
some people, you can set it that they get paid immediately as soon as they refer. So David, can you expand on that?
Yes, because I also have someone I'm an affiliate with, and they also pay me quarterly. And I know the reason they do that is because they want to make sure that the actual customer of theirs isn't going to cancel. So that gives them enough leeway to verify. So then the payout is appropriate for what money they still have for that period. But again, like Rita said, it's going to be up to you how you set it, whether you want to pay them quarterly, monthly, weekly, but I probably wouldn't go any more frequent than monthly, in my opinion.
Yep, sure.
Yeah, I was thinking about that because, if you got some people that really needing money and they're scrapping for money, even though they don't want to do the business, but they're looking for quick money. I don't think 3 months would be really appropriate for those type of people because they're looking for income right away. So,
right.
That's my thinking on it. But at the same time, I'm thinking, bi-weekly or monthly out, like you mentioned, would be appropriate.
And with yours, it's nice for you because I don't think there's any recourse. I can't imagine a reason that you would need to hold back for
Mhm.
amount of time because you don't pay that affiliate until that person buys something. It's not just
Absolutely.
simply for referring them.
Right.
So yeah.
And
And the one thing I will say is, even though you establish like a cadence, let's say it's monthly, you're paying out. uh, you may, depending on how your business model is and whether or not, someone could potentially request a refund on something. So you may want to even delay that initial payout for a month, and every payout's basically a month delayed. That way, you're not kind of stuck if there's a refund that came in and you've already, paid out an affiliate, and then you have to basically ask for that back because now that's been unearned basically. So I've seen a lot of programs do it that way too.
And Betty, one more thing to consider on yours, because this is ideal when the purchase is made through the same system where your affiliate program lives. For example, with David's, he sells through Go High Level. The affiliate program is through Go High Level. So that's a native integration. They talk to each other 24/7. Your system, the sale happens through your company's website, completely separate from where you have your affiliate program. So all you would have to do is just keep track and say this person bought something and this was their affiliate. Beyond that, then it's all automatic.
I see.
Hmm.
Hey, there was another question, but I was thinking about it as you were talking.
Well, I apologize. I
It
feel
kind
like
of
I jumped.
feeling in
I talked over you.
no problem. Because my problem is I'm would think about it and then I want to get it out really, really quick and then it disappears sometimes. But like Kim said, but I guess I'll need to know a lot more about it and how this
Mhm.
works, and even see the actual graph or whatever you're using to put this in motion, so that I'll know exactly what I'm doing.
Yes, ma'am. That's right. And again, not everyone is an ideal person to program a CRM and build it. So that's why you have people like me and David as well. If you say, okay, look, this is great. I want it. I don't want to build it. You build it. So then people, that's exactly what our business is. We're both in a very similar business and we build things for people. So
So
you don't
so
have to.
so is whatever we do as far as being what you call a CRM certified I'm sorry, customer relations man.
Management.
Just thinking about that, is that gonna be a problem later on down the line with, taxes or the business, the company, or is there something that I have to be aware of concerning that?
Well, you
No,
could probably actually write off the
Hmm.
expenses as part of business
Yeah,
expense.
well, I'm aware of
Yes.
that, Kim. I was talking, about maybe other issues that I, may encounter that they may know about, being that it's this system that they built, they set up. I haven't, so I don't know.
Yeah, the one tax implication there or consideration is making sure you get that W-9 because then when you file your taxes, you're going to say, okay, I paid these people this much money, and you have to have that. So that for sure, but it's built right in
So I can
for
personally
you.
pick up the W-9 and get them to fill it out, or do they have to already
It's
have it?
well, you just send them a request, they fill it out through the electronically, and then it's done. Well, you need your own accountant though. You have an accountant, right?
Do I have an accountant?
Uh-huh, someone that helps you do your taxes.
No, ma'am. No,
Okay, so you do your own.
I'm
So then
retired.
you would track that yourself, keep those W-9s. At the end of the year, you have to send out 1099s if you paid someone more than, I think it's $600.
yeah,
I'm not an expert
600.
on
Yes.
this.
Okay.
So yeah, that's how you would use that.
Oh,
So, and that consideration is true whether you're using Go High Level or not. But yeah.
okay.
And also, so in regards to the W-9, that's a standard IRS form. So anyone can just go to the IRS, download it, and
Right.
usually they have a fillable form.
Mhm.
But also, I'll put out there, if anyone does need an accounting group or help, I have one that I use that I've really liked that be happy to make an introduction
Yep.
to.
And I have one, and she's wonderful. So we got you covered there if you need one.
Definitely, yes. Okay.
Okay,
Well,
good.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank you.
so I want to let you know that I did fill out the form. And I'm
Yay!
kind of excited because automatically I got your information, David. But like a few seconds later, it texted me, just in case I lost this. It texted me, here's my information, so I thought that was really kind of cool. Yeah.
Nice.
Yep,
Nice.
yep. I always like to do both where possible because I know, especially coming out of the CRM, especially when you first set it up, you've kind of got to build up your reputation. So a lot of times those emails sometimes will tend to end up in spam or junk, which is why I always love to do a text with it
Yeah.
because and people are always more likely to open a text than an email too. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's me.
So David, I
Yeah.
can contact, this is Betty. I can contact you personally for anything that I may need.
yes, you have my information. I'm more than happy to speak with you, answer any questions.
Yeah.
I'm happy to even walk you through a short demo of the platform if you'd like to see that.
I would love to see that.
Hey, is that something that you could do on one of these
Absolutely.
programs? Yeah, that would be
Sure.
good if you could walk through, because I want to know what all the different things are.
Yeah,
you
we could
know.
do that in the first 20 or 30 minutes and then do the
Yeah,
Q&A
that's what I
after that.
mean. That's what I
Okay.
know you said you had however many planned out already,
Yeah, but
so
I'm the boss, so I can say we're doing
you
this
could change it. That would
next
be
week.
good, actually, to see all that the platform can do. And then
I
I
love
have
it.
another question for David. So on the information that it says here with your, whatever ResTech solutions, it says free security assessment offer. What does that mean?
So I do free security assessments for businesses to really help them understand their security posture because in today's business environment, you can't operate a business without using technology and being online, which means your business is exposed. So what are you doing to, limit your exposure, close any security gaps or vulnerabilities that may exist within your business to protect yourself and your clients?
Okay, so I'm not big enough yet but
No,
I
that's
just
a
wanted to know what that meant. So,
that's actually a fallacy. You're never too small to be a target. So saying you're not big
well,
enough
that's
is a
true.
fallacy.
Well,
Because I can go cite numerous examples.
yeah, I know
Okay.
I've had my identity stolen more than once, so.
All right, everybody. We'll see you again next week.
Thank you. Thank you
All
so
right. Take
much.
care.
Thanks, Kim, for the invite.